Welcome back, friends, to Occultists Anonymous and our Mage the Awakening Chronicle Into the West. Hopefully it's not been too long of a gap since you saw us. We'll see how that goes. Welcome back. Shout outs to everyone who follows, subscribes, shares, retweets, read skies, shares with your friends, all that kind of stuff. And a special shout out to our patrons who support us monetarily. Thank you to 1D4Con James, Adele, Alis, Aiden, Alexander, Alstrid, Alu, Bernie, Chris, Emil, Jeff, George, Cat Feathers, Klaus, Milo V3, Moku, Mozart D Minor, Nexus, Nick, Other Guy, Perry, Foog, Polka Dot Hubris, Porter, Puppeteer, Riafio, Shexara, Starfish, Terran, The Nowhere King, This Is Hype, Thomas, Tom, Verhex, Vortex, and Zoltan. Thank you all so much for your support. It means a lot to us.
When we quick question for you.
Oh, yeah?
You said Alu and then paused.
Mm-hmm.
Did that person do the thing that I would find very amusing and put in punctuation such that you would have to pause as the correct pronunciation of their name?
It is just A-L-U, Alu, and I just paused. I was like, I don't recognize that name. And then I looked over to see who it was in Discord and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, okay, I know who this is. Shout out to Alucard in Discord. But yeah. When we last left, the Cabal was like, that's weird. The heartache thing would fit really, really well in a big old golem, according to Catherine's research and realization. And out of character, everybody kind of jumped on board real fast and realized, oh yes, some massive machine, some godlike machine, some kind of god machine. Dun dun dun. Okay. So we're fast forwarding about 20 years. The team have been we're not. We're picking up right from there. As
there's a bunch of seers laying at the feet of Sheriff Isabel.
Yeah, I was like, she's
been smoking
a
cigar.
Yeah.
No, they're not dead, but they've been defeated utterly, right? Like, no question. Smoking a cigar.
No, we're picking up.
I told you this would happen.
The gang.
They never learn.
The gang is trying to figure out what our next steps are in trying to play hot potato, keep away, monkey in the middle, whatever you prefer, to take heartache away from the Seers. When last spoken with, the Silver Ladder allies suggested that they could look into some stuff, and they might be they're willing to help, but you guys didn't really give a whole lot of clues of what was going on up there, because while the Diamond Order are better, I believe Chris is the one who mentioned in Discord, good is not exactly something you would apply to them right now. They have some problems. They're trying
they still
their
like
best.
Slavery.
They're it's different times. It's still bad. They have a lot to go before they hit good. So that's why they have a lot of internal conflict and strife right now. And you have folks
arguably they never attain that level. They're less bad than the competition, but I don't know that they necessarily ever get to good, right?
Yeah. That's my take, at least.
We're gonna have a talk. Because
the Stags might say, if everyone was just trying to climb the Silver Ladder and pull everyone up behind them, then perhaps we'd all be united and there wouldn't be as many problems.
I mean, I have a fundamental disagreement with the, Ubermensch philosopher king mentality. But
well, yeah, I'm of course joking.
I feel like a lot of that's just sort of intrinsic to mages.
Yeah, well, that was a tongue in cheek. Like, the only problem is that you don't listen to me.
You don't all follow me. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Everybody just did everything I said.
The territory of I know more than you, and therefore you should all listen to me.
Yes.
I mean, gnosis is a thing. You literally okay.
The ball team Reddit atheists.
Oh God. Okay. Yep. So it's been a minute since the five of us got together. So we're getting some of the
energy.
Yeah.
I miss you
out.
chuckles out.
Yep. So yes, we pick up with Catherine literally holding the big stone grimoire down in her new sanctum beside the Hallow, and reaching out to all of you telepathically, going, "Oh, I think I see why this thing is important.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the rotes. It is this rather complex ritual because it's a step above a golem. Because a golem you can put a mind in, and it will have a body. This would be the equivalent to golem plus other matter magics plus things of prime. The question of whether or not it might actually inhabit a soul, which I guess you could probably do with golem, stuff like that. It's just like, this is a thing built to make a very powerful entity with a inhuman source. Because even if you create a mind, you're creating a Goche, which is out of the human mind, generally speaking. I guess you could make something out of the Anima Mundi, but yeah. Anyways, it's going to be origin. Its origin is going to be human in nature because the mage is casting it. Let me see it that way.
Yeah.
So, and then yes, everybody kind of looks up at the void in the dark that's up there. Though right now the sun is up, and so you can't really see anything. And
speak for yourself.
Sure.
Well, we can see it.
If you turn the mage side on, squint. Yeah, but last time Helena did that,
that didn't go great. Yeah,
she had her own personal little time skip. So, where does the Cabal go from here? I know we've discussed the little things out of character.
Yeah, I like the imprison it idea.
Yeah, we can't leave it up there because it's going to go
about.
away, and they'll have other opportunities to grab it.
So, like talking to Catherine, do you think you're given that to protect it or to wield it yourself?
Well, I mean, now that you say it, when when Gisela gave this to me, it felt like she was handing me something that she had stolen. So I felt like I was going to protect it.
That's my girl.
Gisela did have fate and time as well, and maybe she foresaw something. And I mean, I could perform the ritual that's in here, and any of us could. I think even Jules could if we gave him some mage sight. Wow, I'm thinking like a mage. Anybody could actually perform this ritual if they had the word they use is corpus and mentis. If they had those together, anybody could do this. It's long, and
refresh my memory. What does this ritual do?
It puts a mind or animating force into a
corpus,
right, into a body of any sort. I guess technically it's actually very generic. It suggests using the statue of Nebuchadnezzar in its particular example here, but any sort of object, and then it gains the ability to move and animate that object, and its mind fills the space. So bigger is better, I guess.
Well, There are things we can do about that.
And it's taking a mind from somewhere else, or it's creating a mind?
No, it
Take
takes a
one.
mind from
Okay.
somewhere else.
That's why they want heartache.
Yeah, they want to bind it into their machine.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that
I have a
they're
question for
building.
you, Catherine.
Mm-hmm.
That is, have you attempted to divine what choices you make next that might fit with your destiny?
Sorry, Drew's mind just went blank for a second and just was somewhere else. Say that again.
Sure. Legba says, have you divined or attempted to divine what choices you might make next that satisfy your destiny?
Oh, gotcha. No, I haven't. I was looking at the book, and then I had a moment of gnosis and understanding and realizing, and it kind of all clicked together. Or at least some of it clicked together more.
Fair enough. Well then, I would invite you to divine. It might aid us in the choices we make next. Because regardless of the importance of what we do, in how we defeat or prevent the actions of our adversaries, your path matters greatly. So we must take an action that does not interfere with where you are supposed to be.
I think I am doing exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, helping you all.
Helping yourself.
Says Drew, playing the support character.
Yeah. Legba wasn't asking
I
Catherine
understood.
for clarity to give us the what do we do next, like the dream merit. He was more so making sure that she is aware of what choices
Right.
the group could make that might cause her some problems as a mage later on.
Mhm.
So, but fair enough. That's a fat goose egg.
I don't know that my magic is suited to changing the circumstances regarding this fettering or containing heartache, if that is what we want to do. But we may make use of either my sanctum or the sheriff's office as a holding cell for it. And I will endeavor to have it defended.
I think I'm going to need orichalcum seems fitting as some
To
kind
make
of
a vessel for it?
for this thing.
Be robust.
I don't know how much gold I have on hand.
Legba, you feel this like telepathic smile, and Legba says, "How much matter do you have on hand?"
Yeah, I could do it that way.
he laughs. And he says, "We can get gold. Tell us where to find it, and we can go there and get it."
Mm-hmm.
How long do we have before it moves?
Ooh.
I think all of us slowly turn and look at Catherine.
Jules actually pipes up and
Because he was doing the tracking of it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
He's like,
According to my
"Hang on,
records."
hang on, I have it somewhere. Hang on.
I know this.
Like,
I know this. Wait. Look at my
it is
notebook, please.
really weird because telepathy normally is only thoughts, but somehow, and maybe it's just Isabel imagining the sound of it and it's translating, but the rummaging through his chest of stuff that is this is safe and I can just dump it somewhere.
He's
and
hunting through his mind palace.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but no, he actually
boxes around.
Yeah, he actually pulls up the actual Archmage's journal
Mm-hmm.
that you all had used that had the dates and stuff like that of its movement and its.
Actually, you know what? There might be an element here because Jules isn't a mage, and he even at this point he's gotten a little more comfortable with telepathy. Perhaps still he has some human limitations, even as a sleepwalker, and what he's doing is something that's part of his consciousness. So the rummaging comes through because he's thinking about the rummaging, whereas we're able to separate ourselves a little more.
But no, he is physically actually rummaging through the house, trying to find it. And comes up with, yes, I have it. And because I haven't been keeping up with our calendar very well in Kanka, you guys have about 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks last time.
Okay. So. Is that long enough to craft a vessel?
Yeah,
certainly.
So you can make the space inside the vessel bigger.
Yes.
Does
so
it
really
have
matter
does it have a size?
In my mind, anyway.
To jump in, just in case nobody's reading between the lines or anything like that, you could use this ritual to throw Heartache into a thing. Now, getting it out is a whole other thing. But
but the ritual allows Heartache to animate the thing.
Correct. So
That's
I
what we
would
don't want.
strongly recommend against doing anything that is, large or round or imagine any kind of I'm going, a ghost possessing some form of object. Think of all the things it might try to nudge it to do. So legitimately the
cube.
What has been sitting in the back of my head, which you guys as your characters would probably not do, but the tungsten cube paperweight that some people have on their desk, and it's just because it's just extra heavy because it's tungsten, and it's just like thump. It's not going anywhere.
Like a little jewelry box sort of thing, like a little trinket box that you put it in and seal it up.
Don't give it a hinge; you could walk.
Theo's aesthetic would be more like a burial urn, like ashes for that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but same idea. I could probably whip one up in I think a few hours.
Well, you have to perfect the material,
Yeah, but I can.
You can do that instantly.
I can do that instantly, but I can also.
It won't last forever if you do that.
It's depending on the size. Yep. Right, I only need to do 10 passes if it's a size 1 object.
Yeah.
Isn't that related to the durability of the object?
Yeah.
So,
but is orichalcum durability 1?
Well, it would be gold and silver, both of which I think are probably durability 2, because raw gold and silver are not particularly durable. They're very
really soft,
ductile. Look at me remembering my physics classes. That size was durability. I know that there is a Chronicles of Darkness DM screen. Why I don't ever dig it up and actually use it?
I think the relevant point is we would have time.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like Within says. I appreciate the symbolic nature of choosing gold, but perhaps considering we're thinking of containing or protecting something, I would offer that siderite might be an ideal choice.
Yep, and that's a few steps less, and it's going to be a robust object. That's the perfected lead.
Siderite.
Nope.
It is the hardest and strongest.
Steel iron. Yep.
Yeah.
And if we're worried about it being able to, move it,
don't give,
you give the object. Even if a ghost can move a rock, if we give this object the truth of being unmovable.
Right. Craig, you're the matter mage. What do you want to do?
I was thinking orichalcum for its affinity to prime and truth, but siderite would be a lot more durable.
And you have
And then
plenty
you
of
can-
iron and steel laying around.
Yeah, and I have tons of that. You can build a Matroska doll of space inside this thing, right?
Yes.
With different keys and locks and
Whatever you like.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It would be a pleasure. I mean, of course, a necessity as well. But offers that as though that is the most important thing. Yeah. I know it's important.
I like I was thinking the orichalcum because it durability cannot be reduced by non-magical means.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, siderite's probably a better choice, I think.
Yeah, and if nothing else, that gives you siderite now to put it in, and then you can work on orichalcum and other stuff to shield it, Matryoshka doll, bury it.
Oh yeah, put this thing in another vessel and another vessel.
Yeah, you could plate it in orichalcum.
Yep.
Imagine shaping. Oh my God! Yeah, you could shape orichalcum onto it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Or build weave orichalcum into the siderite.
Yeah, that's right.
I could also build a series of containers, each out of a different perfected metal to give it.
Deep inside the back of Theo's mind, there's make it a step pyramid. Make a little ziggurat with it in the base. It'll be
nothing
great.
bad can ever come of that.
Yeah. Genre savvy characters everywhere go, hang on. Hang on.
Make a temple and put it at the center.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like a puzzle box.
Yeah, that's right.
We have such pain to show you.
Sorry.
Yeah,
actually,
good
yeah.
Cenobite reference. Fantastic.
I do know where you're going with that, but you mentioned temple, and all of a sudden my head was like, yep, and drop it in fucking Peru.
Yeah. They're going to lament the configuration of this box.
Yep.
You're
good.
I believe my contribution to the crafting might be more in the acquisition of crafting materials. Which is to say, if you want the truth of it being Sister Natalia, I shall obtain some Sister Natalia.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh. You get the telepathic feeling of Legba sending pensive, right? And
Thinking
he
emoji.
says, I was thinking of creating truth. And yeah, why not? Just, perhaps what would work best? Maybe a piece of her skin.
Just smash some of her blood into it.
Yes, that's better.
Yep. Helena just arms crossed, nodding, not asking any questions, just yeah, of course.
All right, I'm on my way.
And he's still while she does, he's still musing because this isn't what he does, right? He's just snap his fingers, and then when she says blood, he feels good. He feels like that's a pat on the back because of what he did with the coyotes. Yep. So then there's a moment where Leg was slightly distracted because he's like, oh yeah, okay, I did sanctify that space the way Thyrsis would. Okay, good.
All right, well, I think I'm going to go get started.
Yep. Out of curiosity, is there a specific thing you do you have some ready to use iron and steel in your lab, or are you going and grabbing the head of a shovel and be like, this'll work?
No, I've got stuff already.
Gotcha. Yeah, cool. And looking it up, hard plastic is durability of 1. Iron, however, is a little bit more. So it will take you a couple passes. So you will need to work on this.
Couple days.
3 days, I think.
Yeah, because it's 10 passes, then 24 hours rest.
Petrichor will reiterate that holding this thing in a cell seems fitting. And then she'll go to prepare the space in the sheriff's office.
Oh, cool.
Very good. To make it another domain or more of like a I guess sanctified even for this particular use, or what's your plan there?
She's going to approach and empower the spirit of the sheriff's office.
The building.
What rank do you think that would be?
Probably just 2. Like,
okay.
It's not, being worshipped or anything like that, but it's an active place. People are in here often.
You're Spirit 5, right? Can't you just juice it up?
Spirit 4.
Spirit 4?
Oh, 4, okay.
And also, Spirit doesn't have the ability to do that. As written, does not have one of those spells.
Yep.
Okay.
That's strange.
Yep.
I guess it might just be that spirits are what they are.
Well,
or you could just
they feast enough and they'll grow.
Yeah, feed the essence, right?
Can't cheat that essence with mana. Unlike ghosts, where you can cheat the rank up a little bit. So she will approach and look into Twilight. And
there is a spirit of imprisonment, not in a way that humans think of it, right, as a punishment or a
restriction,
right?
Or protective, though, right?
Again, because spirits don't have the emotional side of things, right? So restriction, imprisonment, as in like restraint or something like that, is very much the thing. It is very much a jail in the very definition of the word, imprisoning, not jail. Sorry.
So I think it isn't punishment.
She heads to the sheriff's office, which is currently empty, I'd imagine.
Imagine most mornings are opening the drunk tank, go home,
Don't get a lot of crime.
No. Kicks her feet up on the desk and just kind of like throws her head back, and her hair kind of tumbles down over the back of her chair. She's got it rocked back up on 2 legs, and she's kind of looking upside down back at the cells. She kind of shifts her attention into Twilight a little bit, turns on Spirit Sight.
Yeah, and it is absolutely, and it's probably a familiar spirit at this point, especially Spirit 4. This is your choir, right? This is your wait, is it choir? Court, thank you. Yes.
I thought choir was the right word.
Choir is the types of then you rule the court. But and just a twisted, not actively moving shape of wood and metal. And then
the shape of the cell and the bars and all that.
Sort of, but I'm thinking more round, because while this is a prison, there isn't like some of the big nasty vibes that you might get from like a hardcore like federal penitentiary or something like that. Right. It is almost friendly if it weren't for the fact that it was made of like, wood and steel, and inside there's just this face that just is peeking out through gaps in wood and metal. Like it itself is imprisoned, but it doesn't seem all that bothered by it.
Good morning, friend.
I don't have a good way to muffle my voice, but yes, a very kind of muffled. Hi, Sheriff.
I have a special job for you if you're up for it.
You gonna pay me? And like 100% sounds like just somebody who had just a little bit too much to drink, is kind of friendly but could turn combative at any minute. It is absolutely the spirit of the drunk tank.
I will sustain you.
Oh.
If you would bind yourself to me for the duration of this job.
Oh, this is a little more than a handshake. Like, this is a job.
An important one.
Okay.
My friends will be bringing an object which will hold something that must be kept imprisoned.
I am good at that. That's all I got to do.
That's all you got to do.
So I do the thing I'm good at doing, and you'll sustain me as long as I'm doing that thing.
Yep.
And like through the bars, well, what looks like a tiny little hand that kind of becomes full size is just the handshake, right?
I imagine the length of this conversation is like her ritual length. Like this is the spell.
Yeah. This is potentially not even happening. It's just the imago in her head.
Yeah. I mean, she's just talking to
it. That's true. Yeah.
And yeah, she shakes hands and makes contact with it and casts the familiar binding spell.
Yeah. And there's that new in amongst all the other telepathic connections you have, there's that familiar hanging around. Technically
that, empathic bond.
Yep. There's a
but that's good. You can communicate with it, so we'll keep us in the loop if anything's up.
Yep. And oh my gosh, I have forgotten his name. Give me a sec. Flute. I can't remember his name. I'm gonna have to look him up.
Gamel. Something like that.
Something. Yeah, let's see here.
Something like that.
My brain can only summon Galir right now, and that's not it.
That could be your flute's name.
Oh no.
We have forgotten
your flute's not that pathetic.
Oh no.
Oh great. I have notes of perfected flute. Yeah, thank you. Great. Love that.
Galeb?
Like maybe?
Galeb?
That sounds right.
It's been a while since
we all agree it starts with a G.
He's there.
But yeah. And
poor little guy.
Yeah. No, I'm sure basically just lives in the inn.
Tell us in the YouTube comments the name of my pet.
Yep.
Flute.
Remind us the name, please. Thank you. But yeah, 100%. He's there. It just chimes up from over there in the inn. Who the fuck is this guy? And it just goes back to happily just living in the piano. Actually, it's true. Where is your flute these days? Do you still carry it? Okay. I figured. But yes.
Yeah, but he's probably I would imagine he's ranked up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's well, actually that's true. If he did rank up, he may no longer be your familiar. Because it stops at rank 2. So was he rank 1? And also
I mean, that depends on how you interpret it. I interpret it as the spell can only be cast on a rank 2.
I could see
if
that.
If it were to grow after the bond is established, then
yeah, I like that. Because also just by their nature, spirits grow, right?
If they find food. And that's what the pub is for him.
Yep.
All the stories and music and good vibes. Yeah. Yeah, so after establishing the bond with the spirit, I will say, as we said, you have only one job. When my friends and I bring the object here, I need it to stay imprisoned.
I can do that.
If something happens and it escapes imprisonment or is removed from your care,
not going to happen
without my knowledge, all you got to do is let me know.
Won't happen. We'll let you know. Yeah, because he has 2 ranks in influence imprisonment, and then has various numina about keeping things where they are. Like I got one job. Sit there and think about what you've done.
Full faith in you, buddy, but just in case.
Yep.
Yeah, in the unlikely event.
When it comes down to it, a rank 2 spirit doing the thing that it does can actually be really powerful. Really good. Yeah. And
as strong as a mage casting ruling spells, and sometimes more
depending on
specifically strong
numina they have.
Yeah, and the influence.
Very good. Like that. What's everybody else up to?
I think Theo head to the workshop.
Yep. Yeah. I figured you head to the workshop and are just zipping back and forth some steel through 10 passes, which will take you a whopping 6 seconds, and you have to give or take a minute if you're able to fire them off one at a time, or one after another. Anything else while you're in the lab?
No, I think that's it's probably better to shape the stuff before I do the passes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, you could just cast shaping on it.
Yeah. Theo likes the ritual of putting sweat into it.
Yep. Yeah, because once that Siderite is set, you're not moving it.
I'm not touching anything after that, unless I'm using magic.
Right. Good stuff. So we have more cutscenes of Theo doing her best Iron Man impression.
Yeah, stripped down just with the leather apron on and wiping sweat from her forehead. And
yep.
Supernal forge going.
Yep. Clang, clang, clang. Your little buddy, which also I was like, I'm just dropping the put the entity into some kind of object, and I was like, you could totally put it into.
I thought for a moment about putting it in a Besnick, but I don't think we want this thing able to walk.
You do not. I was absolutely prepared to just stay shut up the entire time until it happened. But yeah.
But yeah, let's not give it legs.
Nope.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, it's going to be bad enough in an object. Cool.
Run as fast as you can. Can't catch me. I'm the heartache man.
Is there anything else you guys are doing? Otherwise, we'll probably jump forward a couple days.
There is a case to be made for making this object in the shape of a pyramid, because it'll be a lot harder to roll around and stuff.
Pyramid, cube.
The
something with sides.
The pyramid connection to the
made out of
is
iron.
A bad idea.
Iron pyramid, yeah.
Perfected iron pyramid. Yeah, not a good idea.
Again, one of those things. I'm not going to tell you no, but look, I am going to suggest.
Hear me out. Yeah. They kind of scoop me on the cool iconography, all right? But I still feel I'm a little entitled to using it if it makes sense in the situation.
Yep.
No, she'll do an errand.
Yep. Is it like, and it's, is it a sealed urn? Like not with a little, it's just completely like one piece?
Yeah.
So it's just big, hollow, empty.
Are you going to need access to it to do your thing?
No. Okay. And then he says, of course, the specific object that actually contains heartache could be flat. It could be a small flat disc within the urn.
You could do that. Also,
or
just throwing this out here.
Collection of ashes.
No, yeah, you
dry
can do
powder.
Yeah. Well, considering where you're going to store it, bear that in mind. Also, considering where you're storing it, might I suggest a different type of urn?
Like a spittoon? Okay.
Chamber pot. Just sitting there in the corner.
No one would ever look twice at it.
Nope.
Well, no, we have other ways to make it no one ever look twice at it.
Sure.
We were going to leave it above the ground. We weren't going to bury it.
Well, the details we can work out later, but I'm gonna go with an urn.
Yep,
okay,
that's fine. I was just thinking because putting it in the jail cell, and nobody will think twice about it, and you put some little incognito presence on it. So even if you do manage to see it, you're just like, it's chamber pot. Moving on.
Oh, look at that chamber pot.
Yep. And if somebody does happen to see it, okay. It's heartache. We don't care. But yes. Anyways, moving on. Creating a funeral urn. I like that. Just because vibes. So otherwise, any other relevant stuff for now or jump forward a couple days?
Just a question. Perfected blood effectively loses its connection to the person it came from. Is that right?
Ooh.
Loses sympathy. We might not need sympathy in order to retain truth.
I just think Isabel's idea is just to lean on like the mark, like fallen magic, truth of it. However far we're skipping, I think Isabel would set up with Max to make sure that that Sister Natalia doesn't try and get up to anything.
Yeah. The short narration bit here is things kind of settle into this like Cold War-esque lull, right? The Seers basically don't leave their camp. The Silver Ladder continues to put on their revival meetings. There's a couple different, conversations y'all probably have with them, but with things moving, I'm imagining you guys are a little too distracted to really be sociable, right? It's probably enough of like, hi, we came to visit because our mundane selves need to be seen here, because to not be would be kind of odd. But otherwise, like, we are in the middle of something. The question there is, do you all mention anything to the Diamond Order folks?
No.
Okay. Didn't figure.
We'll share it when it's done.
Right. Yeah. When the Ozymandias, I will tell you my, Grandmaster scheme. I did it 30 minutes ago.
Yeah. Not some foolish villain from a
comic book
Republic serial.
Yes.
I did it 37 minutes ago.
It's true. He does have that very specific number. Go ahead, Chris.
Whenever, I guess, however far we're skipping.
Yeah, like a couple days.
Whenever it's like, whenever the vessel is crafted, I guess that's when Petrichor would ask if Max wants to go back to the old her for a minute.
Shall we go acquire
some truth?
Yes, acquire some part of Sister Natalia.
Yep. Yeah, because that's where we were going to jump to.
So the two rough and tumble ladies go rough up a nun.
Pretty much. The funeral urn has been forged and converted into Siderite. Yeah, it's a small urn. Sits in your hand. Heavy. And in Theo's possession for the time being. And then we pick up with Isabel and Helena making their way down through, farmland down towards the Jesuits, who, like I said, have been pretty insular. I wouldn't be surprised if there has been a bribed bat spirit keeping an eye on things. There's also a large, wide net of other watchers reporting in beyond the bubble. Go ahead.
The plan that Isabel would have would be to push Helena and herself into Twilight and make their way down there.
Okay.
With the idea to just grab her.
So before we get started, are we seeking to kill her?
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure.
I do appreciate checking in. Yep.
Yeah, I know that some of our other Cabal members do not necessarily agree with these methods.
It shouldn't be our first choice. The philosophy of your old order seems to resonate with that, right? Violence can be an answer, but not the answer, I believe I was told.
Yes. It has its uses.
Good. It also provides us another layer of safety for not letting heartache get into her.
Yeah, my concern was if we didn't kill her, when she talks.
Yeah.
I don't have the ability to alter her memories.
Just get rid of them.
Very good.
She's just human, isn't she?
I mean, she's a seer or mage.
She's a mage.
Oh, okay. Which ones of them weren't mages?
Lots of folks, but no, the Father Gabriel and Sister Natalia are both mages, and Brother Dexter Thompson and Sister Eliza Stewart are also mages. There are other folks around, but among the Silver Ladder folks, they didn't present any, and then the seers didn't. They're like, oh yeah, we don't have any other mages, because they didn't know about Form. Because he had infiltrated them prior to arriving.
Yep.
So you guys make your way down to the. It's not really a convent. I guess the nuns' quarter of the camp, wherein it's kind of cordoned off to provide them some privacy from the men that they're also traveling with. And when you get into what is effectively, I'm trying to think of it's almost a military bivouac kind of tent. So it's tall enough. You've got, big support poles, stuff like that, and small bunks. Actually, probably not even bunks. They're probably more hammocks, spaced out between them all. And you find Sister Natalia there with other nuns. and she is leading them in, I'm going to say prayer, but for the
prayers that we would recognize.
Correct. That's a very, very good way to say that. Because let's be honest, I believe we established that Helena was Protestant and Isabel was Catholic, and both of you walk in and go, that doesn't sound quite right.
No. I don't want to act like the members of the clergy from my country what did all the inquisiting, but that sounds like some heresy.
Yeah, and the worst part is the words and language don't really cross into heresy, and we're not going to get into the actual religious doctrine here, but more of like there's a lot of focus on
plausibly deniable propaganda.
Correct. Yes. There's a lot of emphasis on proper service, not questioning the priesthood, a lot of stuff that falls into, and Helena would be the expert here, is like, oh yeah, that's some straight up father propaganda filtering through this stuff. And I guess you guys haven't even been here.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's quite a lot of seer iconography in this tent. There are iron seals up on basically as backing plates behind crucifixes. Right. So there, like this stuff is, and as you step in, even in twilight, you feel that you have stepped into a domain.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was like,
kind of smile, and she's like, man, I really want to burn this whole thing down.
Is there a resonant arcana to the domain?
Prime for sure.
That we can kill? Okay. That's fair. Yeah, I mean, that tracks.
Yep. Let me jump over here and make sure
I mean, the father is prime, so.
Correct. I'm looking at the temple merit.
Because yeah, especially as a somewhat devout woman, seeing their like perversions of
Yep. Isabel also not happy about this.
Yep. It's when you said it was the both of you heading down here, I was like, yep, okay. Okay, yeah. I was just refreshing myself because it's been a while since I looked at the prelacy merit. The other thing that you see is that some of these nuns are not nuns.
Oh!
Can
what
you
does that mean?
clarify that?
They got bandages over their eyes and things. The Grigori.
No.
Are they human?
They are not human.
Yeah.
I actually, you know what? I'm gonna paint the picture more narratively. You guys step into the washed out world of Twilight, or step in it, and so you have kind of the hazy shapes of people and things and objects, and you're looking in, and some bits of the tent stand out even in Twilight's. Like all the iron seals stand out. The words that she's speaking kind of cut through with this reverberation of the Father's power kind of thing. And then amongst the nuns who are all, I guess they're probably kneeling in prayer in a nice little ring. 5 or 6 of them, well, not 5 or 6, 5 of them, just to pick a nice number, don't appear grayscale and washed out while you were in twilight. They appear almost solid in twilight, and they're that's what you see. Do you guys have any mage sight on? Or do you turn mage sight on?
Yeah, I would want to look at, I mean, if they look solid in twilight, I assume they're spirits of some sort.
That is an assumption, yes.
Can I look at them with Prime?
I mean, so yeah, if you turn on your Prime mage sight, you go straight back to Bible class and go, "Oh, be not afraid."
Ah, okay.
Yeah, these things that appear to be kneeling here are actually just wheels and toruses of eyes and flames and ye olde angels out of Ezekiel. Others are, shaped as, the classic. I'm going to say cherubim because that's the name I can remember off the top of my head, and seraphim. And I think there's a couple other categories that are covering themselves in their multitudes of wings. And you recognize them, Miss Obrimos, popping straight on over from the Aether.
Cool. So they're supernals. Grabbing her might not be that easy. Have they noticed us?
No.
Okay, so they're solid in twilight, but they're not necessarily in twilight.
Correct. To put it more for the way Helena would probably think of it, similar to the way that you can enhance your weapons with ephemeral enchantment to strike things in twilight. That's kind of how they are.
Yep.
So they don't necessarily have the senses to see you, though they may, but currently don't appear to. But they could probably swing their arms around and still hit you, Barton, Lisa Simpson style.
Yes.
Don't think it'll be that easy, though.
I'm just kind of forced smile biting the inside of my cheeks. Like, so, do we have a change of plans?
I will mention they are supernal beings and they are in a domain. But if these ladies if the rest of the nuns are sleepers, revealing themselves and throwing back the disguise would be very damaging to the supernals and the nuns, unfortunately.
Petrichor would ask Max if she can tell where the center point of the domain is, the soul stone.
Oh, actually, yeah. Prime is perfect at spotting soul stones. Cool. Hey, Ash, do me a favor. Mm-hmm. Roll composure plus wits. -3.
I have...
Ooh,
is this like a Clash of Wills?
No. This is perception, basically.
Okay, I have the trained observer perk also.
Which, how many dots do you have in it?
I have 3 dots. I don't have the source book to remember what it does. 8 again.
You got perception.
Mm-hmm. -3.
Correct. Normally, Mage Sight would inhibit this, but I think because you're literally using Mage Sight, it probably doesn't inhibit it.
Oh, can I have refilled my willpowers and my mana?
You definitely have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend. Can I spend a willpower to counteract that minus.
Mm-hmm.
3 successes.
Very nice. Yeah, no problem. Amongst all of the religious paraphernalia that's literally all over the place. Like, you guys expected, like, oh yeah, they're nuns, they're setting stuff up, there's going to be some kind of, this place is dripping in it, like some Byzantine chapel, but one of the crucifix appears to be a soulstone. Just kind of amongst all of them, there's just this one, having a very Indiana Jones and the Grail selection here. But yeah,
it's got the shimmer around it.
Yep.
Like, yeah, that one.
Can we damage it?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is a wood crucifix, much like the rest.
What if you pull it in the twilight?
That's what I was going to suggest. Yeah.
What if instead of getting samples of here, we get that?
Like Theo's like, I'll take whatever you got. You want me to melt that? I'll make that. That is great. Melt her soul. Is her soul stone? This is even better. I didn't expect that.
Per the rules, if you get hold of a soul stone, they owe you favors.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, even better. Oh my god.
I think you should grab it and escape. I will take care of Natalia.
I don't.
Either grab it or destroy it. But if there is not an established domain for these things to stay in, they will eventually have to leave.
Yeah, I think I would take it. I think that would make a very good contribution. Having a bit of her soul is probably the most true part of her that we could have for this, right?
Might not be her, but yes.
Could I tell that it's her?
Probably not. You haven't studied her, so you wouldn't. Yeah. The mage side of her is like, I'm not sure. The tactical adamantine arrow is like, who else would it be?
Yeah. Like, I'll take it. You can deal with her, I suppose. I am a little nervous about leaving you here with 5 supernals.
And I won't be here. I'll be on the other side of the gauntlet.
Okay.
It should be different enough of a realm to be away from them.
Trying to think of. I don't really want to just appear out in the material world amongst all these guys as well.
You shouldn't have to.
Can I grab it and pull it into Twilight?
You are not talented in death.
I can put it into Twilight though, right?
That's what I was double checking. I know there's something in here.
It's ephemerate.
It's a Gossamer touch. Spell renders subject flesh solid to spirits. Makes their unarmed attacks. Because Twilight is a death thing.
I want you to think about this. If you can put somebody in Twilight in spirit form.
Twilight body, spirit form.
Yes. You can pattern anything. The target doesn't need to be a person, just because the example spell is a person as a target. If with patterning you can put something in the Twilight, then you should be able to do it with that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, yeah, if you can
as long as you can target it from Twilight.
Yeah, if you can put that into this side of things, I'll grab it and go.
Yep. Yeah. Death is just able to do it earlier. That's why I couldn't find it first.
Yep. Ghost
Okay.
Gate.
I'm going to cast the spell. Targeting both Natalia and the Soulstone.
Okay. I'm just standing over behind it, like hand up, ready to grab it.
Like positioning so that she will appear with my hands on her.
Mm.
And then I'm going to use my power to jump into the gauntlet.
Awesome.
I'll meet you back in town.
Yep.
Because I can't get out of Twilight, I don't think.
Let me know.
Telepathy
I can drop
to Oh, you were in the wrong Twilight. Yeah. Yep. That's right. There are a couple different Twilights, and the other two folks who are good at Twilight can't help you with spirit.
You could dispel the spell off of yourself as well.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yep. I mean, it would probably just be easier if you give me like 15 minutes and drop it.
I mean, you could just tell me when you're safe.
All right, we have telepathy.
Yeah.
Until you're in the gauntlet. Or in the shadow.
Oh, whatever. It'll be fine.
Fair enough.
Yep. No, I like this because I'm imagining, like, now that we've caught up, the narration, the story we see is the two of you guys looking in going, okay, hang on, there's more going on here, not happy with this. Okay, there's a soul stone. Okay, this is what we're doing. You guys move, and it's, even though you could technically probably just walk through the people that are here, it just feels weird. So there's this, the sidestep by them.
I'm straight up gonna Sam Fisher this bitch.
Right, exactly. And so, like, all right, you're good, yeah. Yoink comes the crucifix, and Max is making quick motion back out the tent. Sister Natalia goes from being slightly muffled in her near heresy prayers to the Father, which is I guess that's probably the other thing. At no point does she ever mention Jesus, Holy Spirit, Divine Father. Trinity. Anything. It's all the Father.
There's no Son. There's no Holy Spirit.
Correct. Nor is actually no any other term used for God. It's just like, you want to change up the variety. It's always Father. It feels kind of weird. Nope.
Having a real Yahweh or no way moment.
Right. And the bear hug from behind, and
surprise.
Yep. And then
a deafening thunder crash as we launch to the other side of the gauntlet.
Yep. So we'll catch up with you here in a second, because Helena, you have a moment of, we're just going to reference one of our great heroes, Indiana Jones again, as you snatch the crucifix and run, and you don't see behind you because you're not Legba, but you feel them moving, and you're like, nope, not even going to turn back, and cross out of the tent. It was a small tent, and immediately you feel especially with Prime on, right, the existence of that domain crumbling, right? Yeah. And the sensation of the unhallowed space collapses, and there's still some supernal angels chasing you. To everybody else's eyes, well, actually, probably not chasing you, more looking around, trying to figure out what is going on. They're not long for this world, which is going to cause some mayhem and havoc.
I'm not looking back.
Nope. No.
Yeah, in my mind, I'm like, okay, I need to get out of here quickly. So, I'm flying. I'm just getting like really nice speedy wings, and we're taking off.
Yep, that's true. Because forces, not speedy wings, just literally, and I'm airborne.
Life, dude.
Oh, she does have life. That's true. Yep.
Yeah.
But no, just life 1. Not yet.
Oh no, okay. I have 2, but yeah, that's
okay.
No, yeah, forces then. Just,
you need life 3 to get.
I'm gonna go fast.
Yep. Just and Sonic got to go fast. And just beating feet through twilight, getting nobody's attention. A couple spirits that you're not used to seeing watch you zoom by, but most of them
curious.
Right. And most of them they're around here. They recognize y'all because, Petrichor, I was trying to get the right name there, is probably like, see these ones, they're mine. They're good. All the other ones you let me know about. Yeah.
And she by coincidence.
Yep. Hang on. Don't say nothing.
All right,
you and I are on the same page.
Yes.
So you head basically up into town just to get plenty of distance, and probably because you guys probably left from the sheriff's office, so you popping up somewhere else. But as you are running around through the town, you're looking around and you're like, I do not remember this many dog spirits around. Like, there used to be like 1 or 2 roaming around. Now it looks like every single dog has something tagging along with it.
Oh, so like all the dogs have spirit dogs as well?
Or something like that.
Yeah.
It's not exactly... You're not sure what it is.
What did you do, Legba?
I mean,
the assumption would be that
dogs.
the Petrichor had done it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, again, Max's whole thing is guardian dog.
Correct.
So I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
Who's her friend?
What's going on, but that's fine, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I would think Legba, because Legba is associated with dogs.
Correct. Well, and the best part is, Helena doesn't have the Arcana for either. She's just looking over and going, that's weird looking. And it's every single dog. There's not like one dog hanging out with a pack of dogs or like just every single one of them. And you're like, hang on. Has this always been here? Have we always been a dog town? I have other things to worry about right now.
Yep.
Speaking of other things to worry about right now, Petrichor is on the Great Plains of near Purgatory Bluff. The big, wide, humans haven't messed with this yet. Nearby, it does fade into the farms and stuff like that, this cultivated space. But right here, you are in the sea of, grass. And there is especially because there's not a lot of permanence to the tent camp, so it has no reflection here. And I'm kind of imagining in my head the small fall from whatever wood planking that they had underneath onto the dirt. You're ready for that. She basically collapses back into you because she can't get her feet. She's not ready for this at all, and she starts screaming.
Surprise.
So, how the most threatening thing that Petrichor could do is just sort of let her go and step away.
Potentially, but
I did have that thought. I'm just like, well, we have that big spider. You want to offer her a gift?
Chris, I did see the gears turn though. Chris is like, actually, hang on. No,
I knew I wasn't going to be able to teleport right to her from here. So
you could get to it, but you'd be dragging Sister Natalia kicking and screaming.
Dragging her the whole way.
And she is a mage, so
right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, she just yells surprise and then just puts a bullet right in her chest.
Yep, I was going to say there's no belaboring the point. It's a mage. We make the joke all the time about, oh yeah, hunters can totally kill mages with enough prep and from a mile away with a sniper rifle. In this case, I'm imagining it's like all 6 rounds in the revolver, right? And then you wait and make sure there's no getting back up. It is quick and dirty. It's not even.
It's all 12, to be honest.
Fair. It is not some Western shootout or anything like that. It is an execution. And hello, thank you, Jesus. Sorry, I was assaulted by a cat. And yes, she is down. There is a Sister Natalia shaped depression of the tall grass, and her blood soaks the soil.
She scoops up.
In my head, I'm imagining like, hunting knife kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think she just makes a cut and then
sorry.
Yeah, makes a cut and collects some of the blood in like a little vial or flask or like a little whiskey flask.
Yep. Probably a moment of, hey, this is this. Well, actually, go ahead and roll that act of hubris.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a rough one, right?
No, because this was not a.
Because it was premeditated.
Correct. It is premeditated. You thought about it. It's like, okay, yep, I need to do this because we cannot have Sister Natalia as an entity walking around that may trigger this spell. Because it's going to be, Harding's going to be here for 2 weeks, but
I think I get a +1 from my virtue of faithful.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, especially with the
if we take the heresy aspect.
We're going to do this, but the heresy aspect of it being a driving force to like really solidify her thought on, this is the right thing to do.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't part of the premeditation, but after the fact, yeah. Will Chris finally... I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jinx it.
Not even close, baby.
Active hubris, not even once.
Not even once.
Love it.
Don't even know the definition of it.
Yeah.
Never punished.
Never punished.
Never punished.
So you have a moment where I think the plan, the premeditation meets the action, and in your mind everything solidifies. This is going to go the way I expected it to. Yes, there's going to be consequences, but I'm ready for them, because for me that's what the active hubris is all about, right? Is there are consequences to my actions. I've prepared for them. I've planned for them. I'm accepting them, as opposed to I don't care, which is the loss of wisdom. Right. And then make your way back up to town. Or go ahead.
She'll march towards town on the gauntlet side, and then use an actual spell to slip back into the sheriff's office.
Okay.
So as to not, thunder boom.
Oh, right. Okay. I was like, why not? Oh, yeah. So which, oh boy, yeah, that probably really did something for the nuns. She just disappeared in a thunderclap, because even on this side of the...
Yeah, I guess we hadn't established if you leave one on the...
I think you said you appear with a thunderclap. The way you described it is that
it's an arrival of the storm.
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
It announces you to the side that you land on.
Yep. You were,
I do think it would be cool if she disappeared in a peal of thunder.
I do too.
Then 5 of their nuns also disappeared.
Yep. Yep.
Turns out there was just one there, just one real sleeper nun. Everyone disappears. That's not a fun day.
No. So yeah.
Oh, she probably thinks she didn't get raptured.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Well, I mean, she'll step outside. All the other priests are there. She's like, oh,
yeah,
okay.
that just means they're also sinners.
Yeah.
Everybody except for Sister Natalia. Oh Lord. Yeah, she's gonna have some problems there. I'm actually going back and forth on whether or not that actually counts as an act of hubris to y'all, but I don't think so. It
depends on how you read it, because there is a reading which is not inconsistent with the rules, that causing something to damage a supernal being is intrinsically an act of hubris. But
well, and that's
where
I'm
not an advocate of that.
But, no. I'm good. Like, but that's where we get into some things. The same action may cause an act of hubris for some people, and in this case, y'all are just undoing seer bullshit, and anything that these people see is exposure because the seers did stuff. Not because
it was their doing that.
Correct. Yeah. That these people are in this position. You welcomed sleepers into your prelacy temple. That's on you, bro. Yeah. So
it comes at any moment.
Yep.
Nah, I'd win.
Yep. So Petrichor appears in the sheriff's office, and Helida is sitting there in twilight, just kind of twiddling her thumbs.
Let go of the spell. And
you've been chatting with Imprisonment, who's telling you how much he's excited for this new job, and that he's not gonna
change my life.
I got a real promotion.
Yeah,
I'm really good at this.
He sounds like
I was the ideal
guy.
That's not even work if you're doing what you like.
Yep.
Yeah, right.
I got a raise.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have PTO.
He's not even getting a raise. He's getting paid now. Like, he's got rent covered.
He's been doing for free.
Yep. That's a raise. It's an infinite raise.
Yep. Good stuff. So yeah, the two of you arrive back within the sheriff's office. The urn is with Theo, and I imagine the five of you, including Catherine, meet back up on the top of the ridge line in the evening. Go ahead.
Just did you leave her body in Twilight? Just random question.
And on the other side of the gauntlet.
On the gauntlet.
Yeah. Okay.
Where there will definitely be scavengers. So if you do want to, make use of it.
It's a fresh body. You don't get those every day.
Dude, hey, necromancer to necromancer. I get you. But
you left the body.
It would not.
She's not in it anymore. It's now tools for me.
Just materials.
The problem with that is that this is a body that the seers are very well aware of.
Yeah.
So, they might come looking for her.
On that note, I think Isabel would cast a perfecting spell on the corpse of life to hasten the decomposition.
Yeah, it's like 35 liters of water, 20 kilograms of carbon, 4 liters of ammonia, 1.5 kilograms of lime. All the raw material is just gone.
None of which is part of Isabel's magic or how she thinks about life, right?
I mean,
so good.
You could acquire all of those things and build your own body.
Yep.
This is artisanal source.
I love it. So good. Perfect necromancer. You don't get it. It's not the same. Have you ever had good water? This tastes better.
Corpse water is just so much richer.
All right,
so much more residence.
No, we're done. All right. So are we basically reconvening the coven up on top of the ridgeline again? Basically that evening.
That would make sense.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Actually, it probably is that evening when you do your abduction. Yep. All the better to, know where she's going to be. Yep. So, you guys make your way up to the ridgeline. Catherine joining you with a tome that now, thanks to Theo, and I'm just assuming, is much lighter to carry. It's not smaller, but it is at least lighter because it used to be the book made of stone.
Big rock.
Yep.
Big rock.
So Ten Commandments shit here. We in my head, I'm imagining anointing the funeral urn with blood because that is just the heavy metal necromancer way to do it. But
I mean, that's what she would do.
Yeah.
And I would just hand you the soul stone. Do we need to put it in the urn?
So did what happened? Is there a sharing of the events that occurred? Theo and like the aware
That's
of
true.
You ask questions,
like context. I mean, well, maybe I'm not saying specifically about murder. I just mean like there's a cross here, and it's like here's this.
Basically go to Theo and just hand
some
it to
information. It probably makes sense. Okay, cool, great.
I think it's within both Petrichor and Max's character to like not offer an explanation, but be willing to answer any questions.
Yeah, if you ask. Gotcha. But we're kind of working on don't ask, don't tell, especially with Legba's aversion to violence.
Yeah, he's it's happened. He's not, wringing his hands. But it's when we're resolving a conflict.
There's been a lot of like progress and like discussion that's happened on that too.
Yes, exactly. So you Helena walks up and hands the cross to Theo.
Just Sister Natalia.
Petrichor walks over with a little whiskey flask, like a little pocket, or like even like a cleavage flask.
Oh, cool! I like that.
And says, "Here you go, a little bit extra, Natalia, in physical form."
Wait. Let me look at that cross.
Hand it over.
Legba's going to examine the cross. He's going to activate Mage Sight.
Yep.
He's going to spend a point of mana to add Prime, considering he's not a ruling arcanum.
Definitely Soulstone.
Right, great. He is going to perform a conjunctional knowing spell of Prime and Mind to determine the name of the person who the Soulstone was made from.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, follow the link. Yep. Yeah,
that's good.
Sister Natalia.
Fantastic, excellent. So then, Legba's going to smile and say, "This was a devious trick." And then he's going to say, "Before we impart this here, I think there are two things we could do with it. We could contain it within, but it currently still has sympathy to someone. We knew that she was a prelate. We were told that. Which means that
stepped in and saw a temple, so it's confirmed."
Yeah, they did, right? But like Legba's just saying this without his information. He's saying so. Sure. I think there is some risk in keeping this around us. However, there might be a way to educe to. What's the right way to describe this? Oh, I know. Make an imprinting or an engraving. If you take a piece of paper and put it over a coarse engraving, you grab a piece of charcoal and you rub it across it.
A rubbing?
You can create then an image on top of it. I believe that I might be able to pull out the version of her that's contained within.
To what end?
If we wish to use it as part of what we attempt to do.
We don't necessarily want the hierarchy above her to be able to have a connection back to this object, right?
That's true.
So
yeah, we only want as much as we need.
Yeah, so making like a photostatic copy, basically.
I mean,
Capture her essence without carrying the links over.
I
can
know.
we use it as a sacrament?
Yes, I know. Yes, exactly. We could perform, and then Legolas starts thinking back and forth. He thinks in his own mind, and he talks to himself. And then he talks to everybody else at the same time. He says we could make an ephemeral, draw out an ephemeral component of it that would be used as a sacrament, one component of one spell cast, wherein for the purpose of the spell, herself is true to the soul that created the soul stone, is a part of it, and therefore is used up entirely within the spell. So it disappears.
So summoning up
the Isabel just like in the air just makes motion of just like, no, just break the soul stone itself. We don't want it.
Break the soul stone.
We don't want a connection to be around us. You said it yourself.
Yeah, but I mean,
he was a
you see like harumphing
and then to break down the domain.
I hear what you're saying. I totally understand the desire, but she was a prelate.
Nothing good comes from it. Throw it into the fire, seal door.
Yeah. You hear like was
we could do stuff with it. Yeah,
fine.
Her essence, then we disintegrated.
He says fine. Yeah, he says
if
fine.
I had failed to immediately dispose of her, I would have already had Max destroy it.
You disposed of her?
Yes. We can only have one vessel.
Was that not clear? I thought that was clear.
And then he says, he says, I'm not concerned about her. And then he looks at Isabel, and with a very not penetrating gaze. He's not trying to he doesn't believe you would lie, right? But a very concerned and empathetic gaze. He says, "Are you okay? How do you feel?"
She grins the feral grin, and for it's not there in physicality, but you could almost swear that a little jolt of lightning runs across her teeth.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Just when you
I'm just fine.
Okay, thank you.
Elizabeth's reaction is the same as mine, which is just stifle a laugh.
No, we're good. This is what we do. Yeah.
Because he's concerned about the degeneration.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And as a Mastigos, he's like, oh no, right? Not that kind of trial.
How is your soul?
Yes, exactly.
We're clear.
We're good, baby. Right?
Yep.
Calm down.
I don't even have an inured spell on this mage.
So
right.
Yeah. So to wrap up the episode, we have the band come down, and Catherine takes the urn that has been, blooded over and matched to Sister Natalia, and using her fate 2 massages the imperial magic to be like, this is close enough.
It counts.
Yep. And I mean, active mage sites are probably on anyways, because you're like, how often do you get to watch this? But yeah. You
give me them beats.
Yep. You feel
close enough counts in horseshoes, hand grenades, and hubris.
Yep. You feel the spell the way you feel high energy electricity, right? It's just oh, okay, something's happening. And the entity that is up there is just suddenly gone. You've never felt it unless you're doing the mage site, but looking up, you can see that black spot where stars move behind it, and it hides, stars and planets and other celestial objects. And then the urn just Did it move? Did it rock? Did it like there? It feels like something should have happened to it, but it just sits there inert. But you can see with your various mage sights the entity that has been put here. And Isabel, Time Dog, comes over, sits down next to it. It is getting close to time.
Dun, dun, dun.
Your decision is coming soon. Like, and this is this, little funeral urn, and Time Dog is big wolf. And yet, in Mage Sight for Petrichor, you're looking and they seem the same size.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's just this little funeral urn next to him.
Any more you want to tell me about my decision?
Like big doggy grin, right? Soon.
Fine.
And it looks from you to like the rest of the group, and I think for the first time, yeah, thank you, Chris. Right expression. It's like, wait, hang on. Yep. So whatever the decision is, clearly, it's not.
Isabel just says that out loud, like them as well.
Yours is the one I'm watching, but all of them. You were all tied together. Your decision will kill you, or you will fly. Like, and this, of course, it's in high speech, and poor Petrichor is like, okay, hang on.
She gets kill and fly,
right,
and just mutters in the best approximation that she can in high speech. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Yep. And that's the end of the episode. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. Time Dog's still around, guys. Don't worry.
Everything went great today.
Yep.
Yeah.
No repercussions.
Yeah, not in this episode, no.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think Time Dog was less sinister when it was just watching constantly.
But now it's got input.
This is a little more unsettling.
Yep.
100% perfect execution.
Yep.
Yeah.
The consequences come later. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So thank you all for joining us. If you want to chat with us about this episode or past episodes or the Rookery or Girls, why am I coming up with Girls Beyond Moonlight? That is totally not right.
Girl by Moonlight.
Girls by Moonlight.
You were so close.
I was like, Beyond? That's not it.
I was gonna be like, if you want to talk to us about girls, yeah.
You could all.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to be very clear.
Very respectfully.
I will go internet dad on your ass. So yes. Come by, hang out, chat, talk about our stuff, talk about your stuff. We do have an entire What Happened in Your Game channel, so we do like to hear about your stuff, as I hope you might do. Feel free to steal my ideas, steal their ideas. Tell us that you're playing Songbird in a Pathfinder campaign with a new Runesmith character. I'm just saying it's kind of there. It's just asking to be done. Or, like I said, tell us your stuff so I have ideas to totally and respectfully steal. Yeah. Yep. And then, of course, if you want to support us monetarily, that's www.staylucky.club. Again, not required. None of us rely on your monetary gifts. It just goes towards fun money and upgrades,
and we get to
stuff
redistribute
like
some of that to artists and things like that.
Yeah. So we will catch you next time. Thanks all.
See you later.